Oh, we were talking about fighting stuff. Yeah, no, and I just want to comment on that. Sorry, because I think it's really important. Like a few nights ago, like freaking dog.
Come on.
I was stressed out, and like I have bad nights and stuff, and I will for no reason be a dick. I'm human. Hey guys, welcome to the Matt and Monica podcast, episode 10.
Yay!
I'm laughing because I just screwed up and said the Matt and Monica podcast, so we had to redo that.
We'll put it in a bloopers later on, maybe.
We did. Hey, we just had a little shot of tequila, little, I guess, celebratory night of just our 10th episode, and we're still doing this.
Yeah, number 10.
And we got Goofball 1 and Goofball 2 with us, which they look pretty freaking comfortable, so that's pretty awesome. But
yeah, they're content.
Yeah, this episode's going to be about my favorite thing in the entire world. Like, literally. And it's going to make everyone just be like, yeah. But my favorite thing in the entire world, is everybody could probably assume, is my wife. So I'm going to interview her, and I'm going to ask her some questions that I have on my phone. And
wait, you do have some then?
Yeah.
Kind of?
Yeah, I'm just going to kind of shoot from the hip as well here.
Interesting. I'm excited, and that'll be fun.
Yes, absolutely. So.
Yeah, okay.
Looking back, what surprised you the most about our relationship over the past 8 years?
Right off the bat, I can tell you that it was good in the beginning, and it's still good now. And that surprised me. Yeah. And things have only gotten better.
Do you remember the first things that surprised you when we started dating?
You're just like a gentleman, and you show your love and your emotion more than any other man.
Hey, keep going.
Ever. Really, though. I feel like when people come together, they have their relationship, through 5 whatever years, and things kind of go bleh, and people get content. They kind of settle. They kind of maybe not necessarily get bored.
Yeah.
But just it's just what they're used to. It's just whatever it is, it is. But there's always stuff in our relationship that I feel is just so out of the blue and fun and
spontaneous.
Yes. And
just because I'm random as fuck, I think.
You are.
That
you are.
Helps.
You are way more than me. So you bring that out in me, and I love it. And I'm always loving the spontaneous part of our life. And I think that surprises me a lot, because most relationships are not like that. And I never thought that I would be in a relationship like that.
If you could think of one pivotal moment in your life before me, like good or bad, what are your biggest moments of your life that you can remember?
Like
that you're obviously allowed to talk about.
That's a tough one. Good and bad.
Think about when you're like 8 years old. Like, what do you remember doing as a kid? Like at that time frame that you just absolutely loved. It was your favorite memories, maybe growing up.
Well, a lot of my favorite memories were when we went to camp.
Yeah, same here.
It was just my dad's side of the family. We would go to camp every single weekend, but it was every single weekend we were with my dad. Mm-hmm. And I remember feeling very, very lucky and loved so much because there's 1,000 grandkids, and I don't know, maybe some more of my cousins and stuff did it, but I spent a whole week with my grandparents alone at camp.
I remember going up to my camp, my grandpa and stuff.
It was just them and us. And I remember getting up early in the morning, and I used to draw a lot. So I'd go on the dock alone and just draw. And I think I still have pictures of when I used to draw when I was probably 14 or something like that.
And not to interrupt you, but just kind of going to shoot things out as you're going. Because I'm going to let you do most of the talking, but I immediately think, hanging out with grandparents is almost like a step back in time. Because they had such a different lifestyle as our parents have such a different lifestyle compared to us. Yeah. And,
and we do our kids as they're growing.
Primarily because technology. Because technology is so freaking different compared to what it used to be.
So if you think our kids, where our camp was, I'm assuming you probably now have cell phone signal and stuff like that there. I know at your camp you don't. But at ours, I think you probably do. And when I was younger, we had a camp phone, as most camps do. But I didn't have a cell phone back then.
Mhm.
So I had like books, I had Mother Nature, I had the water, I had the shells that I would collect, and my drawing and spending time with my grandparents. And that's a really, really good memory that I have.
Yeah.
And I wish every child could experience that.
Yeah, it's crazy that we both have that.
Yeah, it's weird,
pretty
right?
much same memory.
Yeah.
And our dads having the same name and stuff like that. It's kind of
Yeah, so our dads have the same name, which is
yeah.
There's a lot of weird
Coincidences.
which I don't believe in.
Yeah.
But a lot of weird shit that is the same.
Yeah.
With the names or experiences or things that we've done or gone through.
What do you remember? Because I wanted this mainly about our relationship, so I want to try to keep myself inside that train of thought. So when we first started dating, what was your initial impression of me? These are weird because I've never asked my wife these questions.
Okay, yeah.
And like,
it's funny.
I haven't a generalized idea of how she feels about me, but I'm going to learn more.
So my first impression is that
sure, whatever comes to mind.
I felt like you were real as fuck and that you didn't give a shit and that you were you and you didn't care like if I liked you or not.
I definitely cared.
Okay, yeah, but I mean like but you're being you, like whoever you met.
I mean, I was probably 80% me. But because I definitely
you're definitely different from anyone else.
Well, I look at our old conversations and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in the Army Reserves. I'm cool sending you
the stuff I said. I was like, I sound like an idiot. Yeah. Why did I say that to you?
You definitely did. No, I'm just kidding.
I feel like I did.
Probably both did, just trying to impress each other, trying to keep each other engaged.
But some of the shit, I'm just like, why would I even say that? But anyway, as far as what I thought about you, I feel like you were just so real and upfront. And when I say not giving a shit, I don't mean you didn't care. I just mean you were so outgoing and stuff. And that really pulled me in because, I don't know, just the realness and the funness of it. I really, really loved a lot.
Past tense, loved.
Still, I just corrected that. That's funny.
What did you learn after a year of being with me?
After the first year?
Sure.
I felt listening to my gut, which has never steered me wrong, and fighting for what I felt was right is true.
Fighting. I know it's completely off topic, but keep going.
Okay, so everyone knows if you watched episode 1, things that have happened in our relationship right in the beginning.
Yeah.
But not giving up.
Yeah, power of forgiveness.
Yes, power of forgiveness. And me being someone that I wouldn't say I don't hold grudges, but I don't know, it's really, really hard to explain for me. Like, I do forgive people, but it depends on situations, whatnot, blah, blah, blah. I just feel like what I really feel in my heart, my soul, my spirit, everything, my being, to just listen to that and stick with what I think I need in my life. And that was you. So going through stuff like that in the first year, and then watching it blossom is just,
yeah, because like we definitely have worked on a relationship in 8 years. And I believe it's something that we've constantly evolved. We constantly improve upon.
Yeah.
Like in a relationship, if we have issues, we fucking resolve them. We talk about them. We're stupid over the top honest about any issues that we have. And
or like overly open though, because it's like, if you have an issue, I automatically know. And if I do, you automatically know. And my face couldn't even hide it. Even if I tried, like you know, or
but we're like, I can be an asshole. Like I can be a dick and I know I can be. And sometimes I get in those moods. That's the dog yawning. Sorry.
Oh, I love her so.
So as far as like my moods go and stuff, you know, I know when I can just
overly dramatic.
Oh yeah. 100%. Especially when I'm stressed. Oh my gosh. Since I started this new job and podcasts and stuff, you know, like there's definitely nights I'm just freaking, I'm at it and I'm, and I love my job for the record, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say that nowadays. People don't really say that.
You can say, no, they don't. Again, they just get like kind of blah in their situation. So hearing people say, I love my job, that makes me happy.
Oh yeah.
for them.
And that's cool because without going into details, like I know you love your job.
I do love my job.
It's a cool thing to be able to say that.
It's cool to wake up in the morning and be like, I have to go to work instead of like, oh, I have to go to work.
We have so much to be fortunate and appreciative of.
Yes.
We're so fortunate.
Very.
Between these
little buggers here.
Dogs. Granted, Samus needs to put on weight because she's not looking the best since she's been sick.
Trying. We're trying.
In case this is the first time somebody's watched this, our dog had all 3 strands of tick-borne illness, so she was very sick. Like
wouldn't move. Like you'd have to pick her up sick.
Like I was highly considering having them putting her down, and if she wasn't going to get better too much, she was just in so much pain.
Yeah, but in a couple days after her medicine, she was like a new dog. We're still working on it now, and it's been a couple weeks. But she's doing good. There's progress, and then this one here is just weirdo. But
this border collie is a weird ass dog. She's great. Like, don't get me wrong. This dog is.
She's amazing.
Anyway, back to you. Sorry, we're gonna get cut off on tangents all the time like that. Yeah. That's something I guess I could work on. I don't really intend on doing it.
No, why change it? It's fine. It's
kind of
life.
A me thing.
Yeah.
But where were we talking about you?
So I think.
Oh, we were talking about fighting stuff. Yeah, no, and I just want to comment on that. Sorry, because I think it's really important. Like a few nights ago, freaking dog. I was stressed out, and I have bad nights and stuff, and I will for no reason be a dick. I'm human, and there's time, and generally 9 times out of 10, I will say I'm just in a bad mood right now, please don't hold anything against me or something like that.
So when you say that, though, it makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Because then sometimes, when you're in a bad mood, I'm like...
So at least I'm acknowledging that I'm being a dick.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
She's way nicer than I am. You can probably see it from this podcast. But I'm not saying I'm a dick. I'm not always like that by any means. But in the grand scheme of things, she's... like I always say, she's better than me in everything.
No.
Yeah, you are. But yeah. So we make up, and generally, I think it's really important, no matter how much you're frustrated about whatever it is, just take a deep breath and just be like, you know what? We both are happier when we get along. So why not just say something nice if you were being a dick, or if, whatever. Just apologize. But hey, let's start over. Today's a new day. As dumb as that is, I say that to my kids. Today's a new day. You fucked up yesterday. Why not?
Try to do better today. Every day, try to do better.
All we have is literally now.
Exactly. The past is gone. The future's not here yet. You have right now. So, yep. But that's kind of the thing that we're talking about before going to bed angry.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're being an asshole and I'm just upset about it, or if I'm being an asshole and you're annoyed with me or whatever. Rare. Yeah, I can be an asshole, but it's just talk about it, or give the person a little bit of space and time to kind of just breathe, get over it, because you got to get over your issue.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let your issue control you, because that's just going to ruin you. So just let it go. Yeah. Don't dwell on this shit.
A couple of years into a relationship, obviously, this dog. Yes, Eric. You comfy?
Look at her feet. Relax.
So a couple years into our relationship, we were living in her parents' basement.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
So we're actually, I was talking to one of my coworkers about that, when we first met, and I was saying when we first met, I told her the whole story about you coming up the escalator, and I was sitting at the top, all right. And it was slow-mo, and it was a movie. But she's like, oh my gosh, you first met that? I'm like, no, we actually talked for a while before we met in person.
I week and a half.
Are you sure it was that short a time? I feel like it was a while. I feel like it was longer than that.
Trust me, I know. Then I notched that belt. I'm kidding. No, it was a week and a half, 2 weeks, I think.
I felt like it was way longer than that.
Well, it's because you were so excited and anticipating meeting me.
I felt like forever.
I was in Fort Drum, and I remember texting in the hallway. Anyway, we talked about that episode 1. So, what did you find different being in a relationship with me opposed to the prior relationships of your life? No, I mean, what are the things that are so different with me? We've obviously lasted for 8 years.
I felt like
we both agree that we have this relationship that's almost unheard of.
Yeah.
Nowadays.
I felt like you immediately in my head, I thought you gave a shit about the relationship right from the get-go, you know? You just showed that you cared, and it, you know, was more than just, you know, talking to me and hanging out with me. It was just like that, like everything in your effort. Like no matter where I was, you would like go see me where I was. If it was at my house or like Walmart,
you know, you make me sound so clingy. For the record, like before I met Monica, like I like talked to a couple different girls before her, and like the clinginess, I was like, just not like, really into it. Yeah. And all of a sudden I met her, and like it was like I was clung. And I think clingy is only good if it's mutual. So like clingy shouldn't be a derogatory.
Clingy is not bad if you're okay with it. Yeah, like who doesn't want someone to, like, you want someone to want to be with you.
Anybody that says otherwise is full of shit.
Insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to feel loved, and you want that person.
People want to feel genuinely, unconditionally loved, not based off of like, oh, I got money or, oh, yeah. You know, like, and we were broke as shit when we met.
Yeah.
And so we know, like,
well, at least you know I'm not with you just for like money. I was with you from the start. So yeah.
Unfortunately.
And money's not a fucking thing to me. Like, just your being is like what I'm about.
Yeah.
You know?
What moments, Arrow, lay down. Stop. What moments do you remember when we were dating? What are the highlights you remember of our relationship, say in the first like few years?
Oh gosh, just doing shit normal people don't do. I mean, I think it's just
as fun. Keep this appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah. So, man, I wish we could say some stories, but I think just like if people ever watch like comedy movies that have a little bit of thrill in them and stuff that you don't expect, and the like love stories, like all of it mixed together, I feel like is us. And it was like that from the beginning. And
yeah, we've had a literal adventure, ups, downs,
no shit,
between and...
for real. But it's things that we do and places we go, and you know where we are when we do things or whatever. It's just like, I don't think normal people do stuff like that we do.
Yeah, I am sure as hell not normal.
No, you're definitely not normal at all. Yeah, that keeps life amazing, though.
I think it does. Yeah, I could say the same, but it's trying to keep the focus on you too. But
feels weird, but
no. What do you think as far as in the midst of a relationship? Do you feel like you have changed at all since I met you?
Yeah, I feel like I'm changing every day with you.
I feel like I'm a better person in every way because, like I said, you are your company, you know?
Yes, yes.
I believe you're better than me in every way. When you're with me, like, you empower me in a lot of ways.
That's how I feel. I feel like you teach me to, you know, like patience and, you know, taking every day at a time what I'm doing and just like loving everything I'm doing. And even when it comes to the most normal, like, let's not be lazy, let's do this, you know, like in the past before I met you, I've tried to do certain things as far as like, you know, working out and stuff. And I did, but you make me a better person when it comes to that. You make me a better person when it comes to healthy eating or just being, you make me feel like I want to be a better person.
What an asshole I am. No, I'm just kidding.
Unless you're an asshole, then I'm like, I want to.
Yep. 100%.
Also though, like you've taught me so much. Like I used to go snowmobiling when I was younger, but like not on my own sled. I was too young. I couldn't do it. So you taught me how to do that, and it was fun. And every time I go, I'm kind of nervous, but it's fun. And it's just an adventure. Or skiing. I've never went skiing before. And then you take me skiing, and I'm like in my 30s when I'm going skiing.
Old as fuck, by the way. Yeah.
I know.
She's going to be 40 this year, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're talking about woman's age.
No, actually, I don't really care. I think women and men should be proud of their age. And I think growing old is a blessing.
Leveling up. Yeah.
It is. How many people die at a young age? I think getting old. You should be happy about it.
I can't wait to see her be hot and 60.
Ew.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, 60. Blech. No, just kidding.
That's just around the corner for you.
So, I think skiing was really fun. You taught me how to do that, and it was really fun adventures. We have so many adventures skiing and snowshoeing. Simple as shit, but I've never been until I was with you.
Yeah, that was kind of new for me. I mean, I did it as a kid in school,
But I never did.
But I don't think I
never
did.
did.
Me neither.
It's just you've brought more adventure to my life, for damn sure. And hiking.
You listen so good though when we fight.
What?
Not to go back to fighting, but
I thought you meant I listen. Like, what do you mean? Like, I thought you meant
no, you do.
When I'm like,
that's the other thing. You're interested in literally everything that I'm interested in, and if you're not, you're interested because I'm interested, and that's that's pretty powerful. Whether it's video games or whatever. Granted, you liked video games before I met you.
Yeah, but you were way more into video games, like a
ton
more. And you were like, oh, have you played this? I'm like,
video games are my downfall. And I try. Yeah. I don't play anymore, really. I would love to.
When we first met, you played a lot, which was cool because I didn't mind sitting there. I was with you, like watching you play.
You should watch me play Dark Souls, and yeah.
So that'll have a place in my heart, like forever, because that was like beginning of a relationship. That was like really cool. But I used to play video games at my dad's all the time.
What games do you remember playing? Like, what are your favorites? I know
definitely Tomb Raider. Yeah, I played Tomb Raider a lot, and we played like Mortal Kombat and like Tekken and that stuff.
Too for you young people because nobody knows what Tomb Raider is nowadays. Tomb Raider is
it was so good.
It was hard.
Yeah, it was, but it was so much fun. I used to play on the computer, which I'm not like a computer gamer, but like Need for Speed was on the computer, and I played that, and that was really really fun. So on the Sega though, we played an X-Men game because I was obsessed with X-Men. And Sonic the Hedgehog. And I feel like there was another one, but I can't think of what it was. But yeah.
That's all you can remember for video games? Yeah, you're not a gamer. I could say you're...
Oh, okay. So have you ever played an Atari?
I'm not that old.
Okay, so long time ago. I think my mom had an Atari, and we just played like one game on it. But that was a long time ago. So I have like almost zero memories of it, but I know I played one.
I really thought you were going to go into detail about a game that you liked playing on Atari, and then you're just like, I played one.
Well, I can say I played an Atari. Everyone's like, people would be like, what's an Atari? I think
I played an Atari. I was freaking probably 2 or so.
Yeah, I was probably like 10.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah.
Do you have what are your favorite memories of our relationship? Can you think of any highlights in the 8 years that you've been with me?
Yes. A lot of them. Some of them I can't share. Just weird, spontaneous ones. But I like doing the stuff like when we went skiing on Whiteface. I don't want to do it again. Yeah. I don't want to do it again. Because we're alive.
That's actually a really good story.
I know.
Oh, great. So... we went to my cousin's wedding last year, which is beautiful in Lake Placid, New York.
Sorry.
And we went to Whiteface Mountain, and she skied like maybe 5 times.
Maybe 5 times.
No,
yeah.
I've skied my entire life. So we went up. There's 2 summits. We went up to one of the smaller ones, and it's a nice little green circle. For those of you who don't know, it's very easy. Well, we go down that a couple times. She's good to go. I'm like, hey. About 1:00 in the afternoon comes around and the summit is open. And I'm like,
so it was very, very windy.
It's very cold.
Just so you guys know, it was closed. The summit was closed all day.
And Whiteface is, for those of you also that don't know, it's got the highest vertical in the East Coast, meaning it's from the top to bottom.
It makes me want to throw up.
Yeah, so it's good. It's a good sized mountain. Anyway, so. All of a sudden, 1:00 rolls around because the summit was closed all day, and I was bummed out because I'm like, man, if I'm here paying all this money for these expensive ski lifts, I want to be able to ski every trail. So we go down to the bottom of one of these trails, and it said that the summit was open. So I'm like, let's go. Just say we did it. She's like, okay, are you sure? I'm like, oh, yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
You're like, we got to go.
Yeah.
I'm scared. I'm like, I'm wanting to throw up. I'm like so nervous.
Yeah. But. So we get on the ski lift, and we're going up to the summit, and it was so windy and so shitty out. Like, I'm like, kind of getting nervous myself, but I didn't want her to know I was getting nervous.
You seemed very normal.
And you couldn't see barely the ski lift in front of you. And as far as you can see in front of you, as far as you can see behind you, there is nobody.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's gone. And
who wants to go?
Yeah,
Ew.
so here I am. I'm like, oh, she's like, are you sure this is safe? I'm like, yeah, you'll be fine. I'm like, holy shit, she's gonna die. But so we get to the top and we go down the easiest trail, which I believe they didn't have anything but black diamonds from the summit.
Wait, we went down a black diamond.
I'm pretty sure. Like, I mean, granted, it was 50-mile-an-hour winds and blizzard. Like, she was 10 feet from me. I was skiing backwards because there's not much that I'll brag about, but I'm pretty good skier.
What you were doing.
And I'm skiing backwards down the mountain, like trying to keep her in sight in case I need to stop her from going off the cliff. I mean, there was
that makes me so nervous.
There's no guardrail, there's nothing. It's just there's no ski patrol. There's nobody up there. We're the only idiots up there. So I'm like trying not to. I'm acting like everything's completely fine.
I'm like doing a pizza the whole way down.
She's found me. Not really aware, I think, at the time that she's about to die. And
I wish we had a video of that, like, on us so we could see, like, where we're, like, how stupid we were.
I know.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and we made it, obviously. But it was scary.
But it's awesome to say that we did it, and I'm so glad that we fucking did it.
Yeah, we went.
But I don't want to do it again.
Snowshoeing up there was beautiful, too.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But, anyway. All right.
Okay.
Another memory.
Okay, memory. I think all of our hiking memories.
I'm in my head saying stuff, and I'm like waiting for you to say it, and you're not saying it. But okay, keep going. Keep going.
Oh, well, it's just I've been like walking and like kind of hiking-ish, but like actual hiking I've never done before. So the first hike that we did was Algonquin.
Yes.
That was hard as shit.
Yeah, she went. She did
from
really
zero
good.
hiking to Algonquin.
And like, I'm not saying this in a disrespectful way, but like,
I was a little thicker.
She was thicker at this point.
I was a little thicker.
And she never's really hiked anything, I don't think, at this point, as far as mountains go.
No.
And Algonquin's the second to highest summit in New York State, which there's not massive mountains, but it was.
Yeah, but you get anyone to go do it, they're going to be probably feeling the same way I do.
Well, Algonquin's renowned to be, it's only 7 miles, but it's 7 miles because it's freaking steep. And it's one of the harder climbs because of that.
Yeah.
And you loved it.
Oh my gosh. I just wanted. Last summer we didn't go hiking out, like not one time on a mountain, I don't think. Yeah,
that's because adversity is a little
yes harder, yeah, but the thing is I always tell people when you get up to the top, it's so worth it. It's something you will never understand, or
it's because you earned it, like you worked for it, and people don't.
Yes, but the beauty when you get up there.
No, I agree, but I think it's so beautiful because you appreciate the view because of all the effort you put into it. So it forces your mind.
Yeah,
and nowadays people just want instant rewards. Oh, like why would I do that? I could just YouTube the view from Mount Everest. Like you think you can't for a second the view is going to be the same looking through a phone or TV. Or VR for that matter. It's just.
But wouldn't people want the feeling too? That's what I don't understand. Not just like the hey, I walk up
if
here.
They've never had it, and a lot of people. I've talked to a lot of people that like just never had any extreme adventure in their life,
right?
And they don't understand. Like that sounds like a lot of work. Hiking a mountain to go to the top to go back down.
I feel like it's not just the work. They think it's going to be boring. You're just walking up the mountain.
Well, people don't realize the importance of actually putting in the work. That is society. Our entire world is like that now. Nobody wants to put in any effort.
Yeah, but I also think a lot of people don't understand how important it is to be in nature and how good that feels.
That spiritual connection.
Yes.
Oh my,
People don't, they're not like, they have their phones and stuff.
Yeah.
They have pictures of it. Why would they have to be out there?
Exactly.
But that just, blows my mind. But yeah, that was like some of the best things.
Algonquin was awesome.
I really liked, was it?
I'll make sure I put a picture up her too.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. The one with the Samus, that was one of my favorites.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Was that?
I'm sorry. Like immediately my self-conscious is like, excuse me. Because I was going to put pictures of us and like me commenting on a woman's weight. It's like, he didn't. Like, I'm not saying like, I wasn't complaining. I loved her just as much as when she was, a little thicker as I do now, but she lost weight and like it was nothing I've ever pushed her or anything like that. We just always been active together.
You didn't at all. But who cares? Like,
I don't care.
No one should care. If anything, I should care, but I don't give a shit. So it's fine. I also think, what was the question? Like the memories and stuff of things that we've did, or just like adventure stuff?
Still talking about Algonquin. Do you remember when we, on our way home, when we went to that restaurant where we had the Hungarian mushroom soup. Hungarian mushroom soup. It was
The
really
soup
good,
was
though.
really good.
Yeah, the soup was the tequila.
That was the best soup ever.
It was
so good.
like in that little Keene Valley. Oh my gosh.
I
beautiful.
literally could live there probably and just walk around.
Everybody
all
around
day
is
long.
so friendly, and
it's just beautiful, and you feel like you're in this cute little like village
hikers are all people that are putting in the work, and I noticed
they're so
like I'm not saying every one of them is a great person.
Everyone came across,
they are
I feel
so
like they've
friendly,
been,
loving, and like when Samus ripped off her toenail when we were hiking.
I know.
And that guy, I'm like, hey, do you happen to have electrical tape? He's like, oh yeah,
Actually?
I'm actually an electrician. I'm just like,
what are the chances of that?
Okay. And
yep.
Samus, I carried that dog. She's like 50 pounds. She's not huge, but she's not small. I carried her up like a 30-foot freaking ladder. I'm probably exaggerating.
I think we have a picture of it, actually.
Yeah.
I think we do.
Find that.
We definitely will have to find that.
And,
she did really,
she
really
did like
good.
a good 14-mile hike, and the poor dog.
And
in the first mile, she ripped off her toenail, like trying to climb up a rock, and I'm like, what the hell are we gonna do now? And then she just.
But she was okay though, because she's walking like it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Other than like if she acted like she was wicked sore, couldn't walk, then I feel like we would have went back. But she was all right. She's good.
Yeah. What other memories can you think of?
Our honeymoon was pretty awesome.
Okay, finally. Holy fuck. It took forever.
Our honeymoon was pretty fucking awesome.
It was perfect. It was like, was the best week of my life.
Yeah. I feel like the time went by so perfectly.
Yeah.
We're like, we have 5 days left. We have 4 days left. But we were there for what, 7 days?
Yeah, just went to Outer Banks, and we went at a certain time of year that I'm not going to disclose. I don't want to promote that idea because we want to go back and we want it to be dead.
Yeah, we don't want you guys there. No.
Yeah. But we went to this place called Pea Island Beach.
Yeah.
And there was nobody for like
literally nobody
in any direction.
I want to go back so bad.
Me too. It was beautiful.
It was so peaceful, and we would get up early every day, like 6 o'clock. And leave by 7.
I think we did watch a sunrise. Now I think
we did. No, we did.
You made me.
Did I make you? We went out from our hotel room, up and over the bank, and there were some people out there watching it too, which was really cool. But yeah, we definitely did that.
I forgot all about that. Yeah, you're right.
There's nothing like being on the beach watching the sunrise, hearing the water come in. Oh my gosh, the little crabs at night. That was like such a fun time.
It was 100% a video of drunk Monica on her honeymoon chasing crabs around on the beach.
Definitely was.
Talking incredibly drunk as well. Oh,
I was having a great time. I don't care. I was having such a good time. The crabs were like this big. I mean, they were like, we would catch them and look at them and we'd put them back. Yeah. They were so cute, and they would cover up trying to hide, but you could still see them.
That was
so it was
cool.
Cute.
That was a new experience.
They were like
yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was so cute. The shells, we collected shells, which we have a box of them, and what are we going to do with them?
Remember when I lost my wallet? I don't want to talk about negative shit because that ruined the last 2 days. I mean, it didn't ruin.
Okay, so the good thing is that I had our card in my car.
Yeah,
which I didn't realize that, but he lost his wallet.
I think someone stole it out of our room. I'm 90% sure, but
either someone stole it out of our room
or you put it in the pocket, or I set it down.
I think you might have set it down when you got gas on top of the thing, and then someone saw it and took it. Maybe
he might know me a little bit,
but it was fine. We didn't have to leave or anything. We were fine. It just sucks that is the 100th time that happened.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the honeymoon was amazing. And when we went on the sand dune thingies or whatever they were, that was cool. Fun. Down, walked them into a marsh. Is that what it's called? That was cool.
The whole week.
Yeah.
You just looked so happy, and I loved it. It made me happy. But
best time ever. The food.
It was.
The food was good too.
The Mongolian food. Oh my god.
That was the best. Yeah. Yep. That was the best week of my life.
What's the name of that one crab place we went? Dirty Dick's.
Yeah. Right? That's where you get your crabs from.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dirty dicks.
That's a restaurant in the Outer Banks, for the record.
And the food was great.
Yeah.
The atmosphere was amazing.
Remember that old man that sat next to me? That guy just he loved us. He just talked to us the entire night.
I think he was a local.
Wait, remember when we went, the outside bar where they were playing live music?
Yeah, and then we met people that lived like 30 minutes from us here. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
That was weird.
Can you? Oh, my, that guy was probably like 60 or so. He just loved you. Oh, my gosh. He loved you. He was in love.
That live music was good. She was good. Her and her husband, I think they were really good. So we recommend going for a vacation down south. We won't tell you where. Yeah. That's funny.
I guess these are happy thoughts. I kind of like them. Oh, I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Sorry, did I knee you in the face?
Oh, her little nose.
It's okay.
Oh, you little baby.
We've kicked the ball into her
Mel
nose.
and I did that today like 10 million times. It's like whoosh, and like yeah. Yep.
Next favorite memory. I could listen to this all day long.
We haven't done it in a while, when we would just go out and get wings and a drink. We used to do that a lot.
Now she's just
simple stuff.
Take advantage of the situation, so I take her out. We just went out
to get wings and a drink
with my coworkers.
Okay, but like you and I, so we went out because your boss invited me out.
That's not fair. Okay.
No, I very much enjoy you and I bringing the kids to do stuff all together.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Because you're growing up and we don't do it like we used to because they're growing up and stuff like that. And...
Oh, yeah. I'm dreading the kids moving out. I always feel like parents are always like not enjoying the moment with their kids. And I just look at my kids and I'm like, it's so important. Like, what is more important than like your legacy and like the thing you're leaving behind? It's gonna be here after you, hopefully. Yeah,
I feel like one of the only things that helps me is that they're gonna come back, they're gonna visit, and they're gonna, maybe when they go on their own, they're gonna be like, oh, I need to come live with you for a month or two. Okay.
Yeah.
You can come back.
I don't know if I'm looking forward to that because once they're out, I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Sorry, you have a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think when we bought this house was a pretty amazing, huge step. And that was a really, really cool experience. Obviously, I've never experienced buying a house before. So
yeah,
that was pretty big.
Living in my parents' basement to my own house. And I was like,
yep.
Oh my gosh. Because I did when I was younger before I got my divorce. So it's like I lost everything and I'm like thinking in the dumps. And
yeah. Like, I mean, I've had my own apartments, my own like house and stuff like that before, but
people need to know, like, if we were in our 30s and single and granted, no, I was 27 when we met, but when we were in our 30s by the time we got our house, like, and I don't care if you're in your 40s, I don't care if you're in your 50s, but
there shouldn't be a time limit on anything that you do.
No, like, just have hope. If you have hope, like, you are able to do things that you never thought you could do, and just confidence.
You just can't stop trying though. Like you have to try. You have to try to what you want.
I don't know if it the same thing applies to everybody, but like me without confidence is useless. I feel like
it wouldn't be you at all.
Yeah, but
even though
all the time.
I was just gonna say though, even though a lot of times I would say you're always second guessing yourself.
Oh
but
I'm always second guessing myself.
Nice socks, babe.
My taco socks.
Tacos. Yeah, you're very you are very confident, but at the same time, I feel like you aren't up to par or know enough or good enough or doing enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no.
But you should definitely feel like you are because you clearly are.
I do way more than I ever have.
Yeah.
Not as much as I want to, as weird as it is. 'Cause I want to be 100% confident. And I know,
okay, even the people that are 100% confident are not 100% confident. No, they have something that's...
The closer you get to it, the more powerful you are. I feel like as a person. I don't mean that in a weird way. I've seen what confidence has done for myself in the past 6 months, and it's made literally every aspect of my life better. my relationship with you,
Mm-hmm.
my job, everything is improved.
Yeah.
And it's honestly, and keep going back to this, I think it's through the incredibly difficult year I had last year. I think it's just strengthened every aspect of me. So it's weird. It's like, if you can keep that mindset, I think anybody can do it. If you just look at the bullshit that you're going through or whatever pain you're going through.
So that's funny because that's something that in a podcast I wanted to say, but I might as well just say it now. But we might have said it in another podcast, but you should, or you need to. I am okay with my past right now. I'm at terms with it. She's so
right.
cute.
Technical difficulty. Somebody unplugged the mic and it caused the recording to stop. So here we are. Anyway.
So I was saying, like, I'm okay with what I've been through. And I've been through, I can't compare to anything, but some pretty hard shit. But I'm okay with it because I'm wiser and smarter now. And I'm a better person now because of it. I just came out stronger.
Yeah.
And now I think to myself, and I have to remind myself sometimes, like, if I can get through that shit, nothing can bring me down. No one can bring me down. Anything anyone says can't bring me down. Like, I'm better than that.
Yeah.
And stronger than that.
The hard part is going through the incredibly difficult stuff and then just being so confident that people are. I'm so constantly self-conscious about,
Your
going.
confidence.
Oh yeah, that too. But I'm confident or self-conscious about, like, people knowing how difficult a year last year was and assuming, like, this guy's going off the deep end.
Yeah, you said that a couple times.
Yeah, and, like, my concern about that is, one of my buddies said it best. He's like, you may look, what do you say? I'm trying to remember exactly how he phrased it, but essentially he's like, if the only way you will look bad is if you fail. He's like, right. But if you succeed at what you're trying to do.
Yeah, but like, with the shit that you've been through right now, like, look at you.
Yeah, no, I know.
You are so strong.
Yeah.
And you are so positive. And just, you don't quit.
Mm-hmm.
What's the opposite of that? And what's beyond that? Because that's what you are, whatever that is.
Well, I'm putting it 100%, whether or not it's going to be enough.
Well, I always thought that you were this person that was, like, always doing and going and never stopping, and you always start something and you always have to finish it, and that's like, but you're, like, even more than that. That's how I feel. You're more than just that.
What are your favorite aspects of our relationship?
Our love. But that can be dwindled down to, like, a million different things. And I think it's just the little things that we do for each other, to each other, showing what.
This has great questions. So I'm just waiting for you.
Excuse me. Like, you are so affectionate, and that's nothing I've experienced before. I think my little sister said it best when we got married. She's like, you felt like you weren't worthy of love. Like, no one would love you. Mm. And that made me bawl. I think it's kind of blurry. Is that, or is it just me?
No, it's blurry.
Okay. Can it focus on my face? I don't know what's happening.
No, it's because the fire was in it. There we go.
Oh, okay. When you've been in a past relationship like mine, like, they make you feel like you aren't worthy of love at all, whatever, no matter what. And I think just you immediately, being interested in just, like, me, like, my personality and who I was kind of like, it's cool. But then
it was so difficult. I had to really work on just finding a way to put up with you.
Yeah, you're like, oh shit. Stuck with this one. But I think you showing me love that's hands down the most important thing to me.
So what are some core values that help kept our relationship strong?
Our communication. I think without communication, there's nothing.
People say that. Like, I've heard that my whole life, but people don't realize when you say communication, if you're able to be 100% real, and when I say 100% real, I mean you're able to pull off all the covers, and you're able to talk to somebody, and you're allowed to tell them all of your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think many people have that.
Right.
In fact, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
really any. Like, we talk to each other about everything.
Yeah.
Everything and anything. Like,
yeah.
There's zero filter.
Mm-hmm.
And people think they have that, and they say they have that, and there may be people that do. I assume there's 8 billion people out there. There probably are some, but that is something that I think we've always had an incredibly good relationship when it came to that. But in the last year, ironically, it's made it a lot like weird, 100%, I think.
Yeah, I think it's because we know when we talk to each other, even if I don't like something that you say, or if you don't like something that I say, we still, we might be like annoyed or whatever, but we understand why you're saying it or why you feel a certain way, And I think that it's just patience with each other too.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Describe your moment you felt incredibly proud as a couple.
A moment?
Describe a moment you felt incredibly proud of us as a couple.
Did you use Bard for this?
I sure as heck did.
I knew you did. I can't say a moment. Like, every time we do anything, just you being next to me by my side, I'm proud that you're with me. I'm proud to be yours. And I know that you are proud that I'm next to you. Like, I know that.
Yeah, no, I don't question anything you're saying. It all applies to you too.
Yeah, I know. I think just you're such a good fucking person that it's weird to me that more people aren't like you.
I think the same about you.
And I know a lot of good fucking people. You know a lot of good people.
Yeah. Especially this past year. Like, I've really...
Oh my gosh, I know.
I've gotten so many friends that are just real.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
What adversity... I mean, obviously, we can't go in detail about this, but it's still a really good question. What adversity... did adversity bring us closer in any unexpected ways? And what did you learn about yourself in a relationship during those difficult times?
I don't know. I feel like everything we go through, we've been through some hard shit, like moving and stuff. That was...
Oh, yeah, moving this. That was hard.
I mean,
but I know what I mean.
I mean, we're just such a team.
Yeah.
And we're not in this for any other reason but us.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I like the idea of helping other people. We've had
I don't mean this. I mean you and our relationship.
Oh, yeah,
not the podcast thing. I'm talking about you and I. Like, our relationship. Like, we're not... And I thought about this before, but we love each other and we're together because we love each other and we want to be together. Mm-hmm. And then it's our kids. And we love all of our kids because they're our kids. Mm-hmm. And that's the reason we're together and making it.
It's just crazy how many people are just going different routes and just like not enjoying life and just putting no effort in to just make things better. I don't understand how there's so many people out there that are just constantly just making bad choices that they know are bad choices. They know they're bad choices, and while they're making them, they consciously continue to make those choices and not see improvements in their life, see things get worse, and it's mind blowing. I don't understand, and it's not like it's a small group of people. It's millions upon millions and millions of people around the entire country. And there's got to be something that could just change people.
So it's not even just like consequences or being accountable for your actions. It's your morals and you wanting to be a good person.
Right or wrong, yeah.
To yourself, to your family and your friends, and to people you don't know. Like, people don't care about that stuff anymore. And that's weird to me.
I think they do. I think a lot more people care than I think what Joe Rogan said was really good, where there's a lot more people that are good than bad. And the world is exponentially better than it's ever been. Mm-hmm. And the fear mongering, the whole idea of just everybody's got to be scared. You have to be scared. Yes. Everybody. You got to be scared of everything. You got to be scared of everything you do.
So no matter what people say or do to you, you have to second guess them and be like, wait, Is that like good intentions or bad intentions? You know?
Yeah, it sucks.
It does, but that's the world now.
Mm-hmm.
How do we change it? You know?
With a podcast.
With the podcast.
Looking back, is there anything you'd do differently or advice you'd give others facing similar struggles?
So I don't think I would do anything differently because we wouldn't be where we are now. And I know that sounds so stupid, but it's true. I like for people struggling. Is that the question?
I would have advice for somebody if you could tell yourself something when you were younger that would have helped you immediately. What would you tell yourself? Like, because I could tell you things I'd say to myself in a heartbeat.
I mean, there's probably a whole bunch of stuff that I would tell my younger self.
Yeah, but you can still be vague and.
I would just tell my younger self to love myself more, and
yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
To love myself more and to try harder and know that you have potential to do what you want to do. Because I think a lot of times kids, even if they go to college and stuff, feel like they're not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
And that they're not worthy of certain things.
Yeah.
But they all are.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They're all worthy of the love from their friends and family.
Or the love they didn't get.
Boyfriends, girlfriends. Yeah. They're worthy of having a job that they really, really want. They have to work for it, obviously. But can you have any job that you want? Absolutely. You could do whatever you want. Anything. And I wish I had told myself that when I was younger. I could do anything that I wanted, but I felt like I wasn't probably good enough.
Yeah. I know exactly what I was saying. That's kind of what I've been saying to people randomly. Like when we went to Subway not that long ago and I, talked to that kid because the kid was positive. He was so positive in his job at Subway. There's nothing wrong with it. But my point is like, I know I mentioned this on another episode or something, but like if I could tell my younger self how incredibly powerful being positive and being real with people and just being honest and speaking your mind, like, because the amount of times I second guess myself, and I've always been, I think in the grand comparison,
in the
grand scheme of things, I think that I am and have been way more open with saying what I want than a lot of people, and I've always been known for that.
Are like. Oh, you're the king of that.
I know, but I'm not, and I still have held back. But like,
from all the people that I know how they are.
Yeah,
maybe it's not all the people. You're like literally the.
Yeah, but I've realized how powerful that is, and I realize that's one of my strengths, and I've been capitalizing on it for the past 6 months or so. And just it's so simple, but it's so difficult at the same time. It is
most
so
people
hard.
Can't say what they actually think and feel.
No, they can't. No. People think they can, and then if you were to have somebody, I heard somebody say this recently. I heard somebody, actually I heard Nania Reeves say this on a podcast.
Nenea.
Yes, Nenea. Fuck.
I got you.
I screw up her name every time I say it. But anyway, I heard her say that she's got a bullshit detector.
Yes.
And I believe.
With her saying that, I love it.
Yeah.
Because I totally understand.
She's so professional and so intelligent. So
real. I love her already.
Anyway, so she said she's got a bullshit detector because she had an incredibly hard childhood. It sounds,
yes.
With a parent that had, that was in drugs and whatnot. And she, the way she talked about it, I'm like, man, this person's real. And she talked about the, kind of like about power being real and stuff and some of the things she's talked about. But like when she said that, I'm like, man, like I've had this superpower the past like 6 months to a year where I see somebody and I know a mile away. Like I recognize the feeling or the face that they have. And
it's almost like you can see and feel their energy.
Yeah.
Automatically.
They just, they're just chiseled away. Their ego and everything's gone because they've been through some real shit. I'm like, that was me. That is me. And I'm okay with it though, because it's made me a stronger person.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to you. Sorry.
No, I like the conversation. That's good.
Oh boy. Now that you're approaching 40.
Okay.
What are you most excited about for this next chapter in your life?
That I live to be 40. I mean, so many people.
Ooh, these are getting good. Sorry, keep going.
So many people don't make it to 40, really, and I feel blessed and lucky that I have I don't know. I just look forward to learning more and being a better me every day, not just for me, for you and for the kids and for friends and family and people that we don't know.
Yeah.
And I just want to give my annoyingly positive energy out to everybody.
Oh man,
I know.
It is so annoying. I felt like my entire life working as an adult. I'm 36, so I've been working for quite a few years. A lot of people really, really like positive people.
Yeah.
But there are some people that hate positive people that just, they're like,
Yeah.
you annoy the fuck out of them.
Yeah. So around here, we've lived here for almost 5 years, and there has been a lost dog sign out for probably 4 years out of the 5 years. And literally, I want to say maybe 3 days ago, we were driving by and we're like, holy shit, that sign is still out. And the kids were in the car and they're like, yeah, maybe a coyote ate it or something. I'm like, but maybe the owners found the dog and then just forgot to take the signs down, because people always put stuff up, but they never take the stuff down.
Yeah.
Ever.
I never thought of that.
I don't. No. And then people are probably like,
I'm giving you credit this time.
Yeah, but why didn't I think about that like 2 years ago? The sign is still up. So maybe they have their cute little white dog back. Maybe it's not dead and eaten. You know, but people get so annoyed with me because of stupid shit like that. And
she annoys the shit out of me sometimes. I would get
annoyed with me too, but I can guarantee I'm a lot happier than the majority of people that don't think like that, because it just doesn't bother me because I think of the bright side.
She makes me so irritated sometimes when she's so positive, and I'm so frustrated with whatever I'm doing.
Like the other day.
Yeah.
Well, before our meeting.
Yeah.
And you're like,
yeah, like, no, and I realize, because I have a different perspective, I think, on life, because of bullshit I went through last year, I'm able to see things so much differently. I'm like, holy fuck, like, I didn't realize all these years I love that about her. That's one of her best qualities. Like, because if she wasn't here to be positive in the hardest moments, I don't know where I'd be. I don't know.
And honestly, if I look back on, like, if I'm looking at myself, it's like, how would I be like that right now with all the shit that I've been through?
Yeah.
Like, I should be probably the opposite, but it makes me feel good because I know that I'm like stronger than the negative shit.
Yeah.
And that makes me want to keep going and getting even stronger and stronger. I think better and positive every day.
This is a good one. Do you have any personal goals or aspirations that you are striving for?
I think I just want to be someone that people look up to and ask for advice and use advice, and I want to see them do better with the stuff that I've given them. Yeah. And like, not
what
just
a shitty
kids.
Person like of you to say that. No,
do you know what I mean?
That's been my life the last year. Like, there's nothing more rewarding than being there for other people.
Yeah, I'm not really concerned about my job. I'm not concerned about how I can't really think of anything right now. So the only thing that I really want to do is be able to help people change their lives for the better. And I guess that's it. That's it.
Sounds good. What are some dreams? If you were to dream, if everything was going to work out exactly how you want it to, how do you want it to work out? That's a crazy one.
I just want every single person that we know to...
No, not talking about you. Talking about your dream. If you were to plan out the rest of your life.
Personally?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to be a good wife and a good mom.
No, you already are those things. I'm saying you got to have a dream, like something if you aspire to be, like bigger than what you are now. You have to aim up. I
don't know. That's a hard one. And I know you understand, because
I don't understand.
You automatically think about other people.
I can go on for... No, I don't. I'm thinking about myself right now.
I don't know. I just feel like I just could want to be like a healer. That's all. That's all I can think of.
Why not?
I don't know.
Like, why not? So what I'm hoping for, I'm hoping that we are able to do this.
Mm-hmm.
We're able to reach people in ways.
But you're talking about people now.
But no, I'm talking about us helping them doing this. So I'm hoping this podcast is successful, which I think it will be. I think if we stay to it, I really, really do.
I think it will too. Yeah.
And I think people will be able to connect to us in ways they have not connected to many people because we are filterless. And I think you've had the hardest story I've ever heard of, or if not one of them. And mine is not the best. And like I think it's changed us. I think it's made us better. I think a lot of people that go through extreme shit are able to have like this power.
Yeah. So the other night I was thinking, and I wrote some notes down of stuff that I wanted to do on a podcast, or an episode.
I wanted the gaming one. I want to do all video games.
Okay, but I just want to say something I was thinking of. You know the movie The Fifth Element? You probably, you know that, right? So you know the evil, when they shoot the bombs or whatever, like the things at it just gets bigger and bigger. Okay, so there's...
I don't really remember.
Okay, so people that see the movie, they're shooting this stuff at this evil thing that's going to kill life. The only thing that kills the evil is the fifth element, which is like love.
Oh,
she has to feel love to kill it.
Okay.
And it's just like, that's what this world is. It's kind of like, the more evil people shoot at each other and stuff, the worse this world's going to be. Like, we need to be kind and be loving and understanding.
It's so much more rewarding to do nice things for people.
Yes, and excuse me, it'll just help life on this planet. This planet needs love, not more evil, because evil, it's going to get stronger with more evil. Like, only love and peace is going to help everything.
I agree.
You know, and that's... I just wanted to say that idea because I was thinking about that the other day.
As we close, is there anything else you want to share with our listeners about our journey together?
People that feel like they are a lost cause, like they're never going to be happy in life. He's felt like that. I've definitely felt like that. Yeah. Like that you can't get out of your own hole. Whether you made your hole yourself or not, there's hope.
Yeah.
I mean, look at us. Like, eventually we'll be able to tell our stories maybe in full-ish, but the shit that we've been through and seeing where we are now, you guys, like, there's light at the end of the tunnel, no matter what.
Yeah.
There's always going to be light at the end of the tunnel, and you need to keep going because it's there. It's right there. You just can't give up. Take day by day. Baby steps,
I wonder if any listeners have any questions. Like, I would love for people to comment any questions they want to know or anything they're interested in. If they are. Maybe people don't give a shit. I don't know. That's fine, too.
They might not. Yeah, and that's fine. But if there's any questions, like, we are so open. Please, like, any questions you have, just ask. And I think it would be really cool if sometime... I think in the next month or so, maybe we will have a live episode where you guys can chime in and talk with us, and we can be active.
Maybe
with you,
another one. I want you to interview me.
I definitely am going to do that, and I'm going to.
You should. You should. I'll answer it 100% authentic.
Yeah.
Within reason, as long as I'm allowed to. But
yeah.
Yeah, I hope everybody can find love, like real love. Real love, because there's 8 billion people out there, and if you think there's somebody that's not going to have common interests as you and common, not that you have to see everything eye to eye, because you don't.
We have different opinions sometimes on things, and that's fine, and we understand that. But like majority of stuff is like the same. But even if people are in a relationship and they're not 100% happy with it, I don't want to be like, well, you guys should break up, because it's not like that.
No, but
you communicate and, compromise.
If two people were to listen and actually take what we're saying very seriously, if 2 people together saw this and they were to see that, and they were to listen, I don't know.
What was that? Anyway, a ghost.
I think that people would be able to change their entire relationship, and I believe it's all fixable. So, within reason.
Not everything's fixable, but
within reason.
Yeah, within reason for sure. But this was a pretty fun and interesting one, and I think it's kind of cool because it gives our listeners something. They get to know us more.
Yeah,
You know, maybe every now and then if we come up with different questions, we'll ask each other stuff so they can get to know us even more.
You're going to have to go through and find those pictures of places we were talking about, because we have pictures of like all
everything.
Those things, so.
And little videos of the crabs and all that kind of stuff. That'd be fun to throw that in here. So we will definitely do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Because all I'm picturing is myself being annoyed because I have to edit that in. I'm like,
I'm going to send you everything that you need to do, and you're going to do the hard work. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you made it this far, for the love of God, like we have almost 700 private members of our Facebook group now. Like,
if you guys
all 700 of you subscribed, I could make money potentially doing this. So
yeah.
Anyway, you guys have a good night.
Okay, have a good night, guys.
And
thanks for watching.
Appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, all that crap.
Share. And comment.
Yes, comment, because we like commenting back.
Commenting is the best.
Sometimes. See ya.